Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our YouTube channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that this video is actually going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine. As you can see, Kisumu is also fantastic. And maybe you could also let me know where you are watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. And for this particular video, ladies and gentlemen, let me know the name of your local, the village market center. For example, my village market center is in Kokomo in Nyakach. You could find one of your village mate who is lost in the world on this platform. Ladies and gentlemen, a major political event to unveil the new Mount Kenya kingpin will be held in December 2023. That event will be graced by none other than the former President Uhuru Kenyatta. And that event will be held in Nyeri. The announcement was made by none other than the chairman himself, Maina Njenga. Listening to Maina Njenga briefly, because I want us to do a critical analysis why Uhuru Kenyatta has finally decided to hand over the kingpinship of the mountain to someone else. Listening to the chairman.
This meeting that is going to be done in Kaviroini, it will be the mother of all meetings. The purpose of that meeting is Uhuru Kenyatta to come to that place so that he can say who he is supposed to give the mantle of leadership of Mount Kenya. And we are inviting everybody, including Gachagua.
Are you gunning to be the kingpin of Mount Kenya?
What I'm saying is this. It is not myself who is saying. Let the people decide. If we agree it is them, it is them. If we agree it is myself, it will be myself. And everything will be done. As we move forward, we don't want you to start addressing me like an ex-Mungiki leader. I'm a principal of Azimio. You should address me in a manner of good understanding. Tell these media people, they should address me as Azimio core principal. Yeah, I'm a party leader. I'm going to call you in Kasarani International Stadium to launch a new formation.
No, that's Maina Njenga. But two important things caught my attention in the announcement. Number one is the choice of the venue. I've always opined on this platform that in politics, nothing just happens for the sake of it. Everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted, and executed to achieve a specific political objective. The choice of Nyeri is significant because Nyeri is where Rigathi Gachagua comes from. Is Uhuru Kenyatta planning to hand over the Kikuyu kingpinship to Rigathi Gachagua? I doubt. Then why would he pick Nyeri as the venue for this major event? Because you all know that Rigathi Gachagua is a very rough politician. He might not allow this event to take place. So why do you think these guys settled on Nyeri? Of course, Nyeri, if you look at Mount Kenya politics, Nyeri is critical in shaping the politics of the mountain. And probably that's why Uhuru Kenyatta and the team decided to settle on that particular venue. The second thing that comes to mind is basically who will be appointed as the new kingpin. That's very important because we all know that Uhuru Kenyatta was the president of the Republic of Kenya for 2 good terms. He was the leader. He was the kingpin. Uhuru Kenyatta, in the last election, supported Raila Odinga for the presidency. That did not work out. And Uhuru Kenyatta lost the control of the mountain. Will the mountain then embrace the person who is going to hand over the kingpinship to? That is very, very important. And I'm looking around. Who could this person be? Maybe you could help me identify this person, because let us just put our political lenses. The options, in my view, is Martha Karua, who was Raila Odinga's running mate in the last election. I'm aware that Uhuru Kenyatta really did not approve the nomination of Martha Karua. He really wanted someone else, but Raila Odinga insisted on Martha Karua based on the reform credentials. So will that person be Martha Karua? The other person I'm looking at is Maina Njenga. Is Uhuru Kenyatta planning to hand over the mountain to Maina Njenga? And what objective would be that move? If you ask me, the possibility of handing over to Maina Njenga is there because Maina Njenga controls the youths. And these are the youth who went with William Ruto. The other person I'm thinking is Peter Munya. In fact, Uhuru Kenyatta really wanted Peter Munya to be Raila Odinga's running mate in the last election. And if you ask me, if Raila Odinga had picked on Peter Munya as the running mate, I'm sure a lot of things could have changed. Because if you look at the performance of Raila Odinga in Meru County, there was a bit of good support. At least Azimio won MP seats there. They got there are specific polling stations in Meru where Raila Odinga actually won the elections, which means Peter Munya really put effort there. And when Raila Odinga was naming his presidential candidate, running mate, Peter Munya was one of the people there. And of course, you all know that when Raila Odinga named the initial cabinet, Peter Munya was also named there, which means Peter Munya, being one of Uhuru Kenyatta's cabinet, Uhuru Kenyatta had a place for him. And I'm also looking at Mwangi wa area. Is it possible that Uhuru will finally decide to hand over the Mount Kenya to Mwangi wa area? Maybe you could help me. I'm not sure. But we never know, because in politics, nothing is impossible. We never know. Uhuru might then decide just to hand over that seat to Rigathi Gachagua. Of course, Rigathi Gachagua is currently the senior-most politician from the mountain, and he believes that he is indeed the running mate. So in this video, I want us to figure out why Uhuru Kenyatta will finally hand over the leadership of the mountain to someone else. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. And by the way, let me also thank the following people. You are seeing their names on the screen there for the coffee which they sent to me earlier. I normally take coffee even here. I have rum. So you can also do the same using the numbers you are seeing on your screen. Ladies and gentlemen, today, Kenyans celebrated the former President Uhuru Kenyatta's 62nd birthday. I want to take this opportunity to also wish the former president a happy birthday. You can also use this platform to wish him a happy birthday in the comment section. Why do you think Uhuru Kenyatta will finally hand over Mount Kenya kingpin to someone else? For me, number one, I'm looking at it from the perspective that Uhuru Kenyatta is actually making a comeback to politics. And he has had enough rest, and therefore in December they will name that candidate, that person. Then after that, they'll start a journey of selling that candidate to the mountain. What I'm not so sure about is whether the mountain will finally heed to Uhuru Kenyatta's advice and follow the individual. One thing I know for sure is that as we speak today, Mount Kenya, which was really united under Uhuru Kenyatta, and of course, majority of them went with Ruto, they are no longer that united in Kenya Kwanza. I'm sure there are people who are really disappointed by the performance of William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua's government as we speak. So Uhuru Kenyatta's timing could be the right timing, that we begin the new year with a new Mount Kenya kingpin. Then the next step would be to use that candidate to move around. And that's why you must monitor the activities as they unfold in Kamwene Leadership Forum that Martha Karua has been trying to advance. Because in those political activities, I normally see Jeremiah Kioni, and Jeremiah Kioni is actually the face of Uhuru Kenyatta currently in most of his political engagement. So that's number one. Number two, Uhuru Kenyatta is also trying to reclaim Mount Kenya back from the grip of Kenya Kwanza. Truth be said, William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua actually shocked Uhuru Kenyatta. And I was talking to someone who is familiar with Uhuru Kenyatta. He told me that when IBC declared William Ruto the president of the Republic of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta was really disappointed. And Uhuru Kenyatta is yet to recover from that. So the first step is to try and reclaim the mountain. What went wrong? Can he succeed in the mountain? So moving forward, you'll start seeing Uhuru Kenyatta coming out more to engage with the people of the mountain, especially after appointing that kingpin. Because the truth is, Uhuru Kenyatta, as things stand today, is a former president. He cannot again contest. But because he has some unfinished business with the with the current regime, he's going to try and, get even with them. So I want to think the first thing he's planning to do is to try and reclaim Mount Kenya. Number three, in my view, the idea of Mount Kenya presidential candidate in 2027. Politics is a game of numbers. And politics is about strategy. William Ruto always calls it kujipanga. How can Azimio, La Moja One Kenya Alliance, stop William Ruto? The secret to stopping William Ruto lies somewhere in the mountain. If Azimio can consolidate the mountain and eat a bit of the mountain, let's say 30% or 40%, there is no way William Ruto can become the president of the Republic of Kenya unless William Ruto compensates for the loss in one of the Azimio strongholds, which is either Luo Nyanza, the Luya Nation, or the Coastal Region. What is really trying to do? So the strategy would be, if the mountain can't vote for Azimio presidential candidate, let's say Kalonzo Musyoka, why not sponsor someone else from the mountain to run for the presidency? Let's have Martha Karua. Just run. Then that candidate would then be able to rally the mountain. The other day, if you listen to Jeremiah Kioni, who I believe normally speaks from Uhuru Kenyatta's perspective, Jeremiah Kioni was very, very clear the other day that a lot of people are actually ditching UDA in the mountain, which is a fact. But where are they going? Jeremiah Kioni reminded us that these guys are leaving, but they're not joining Azimio. So the question is, where are they going?
And I tell you what I said also is that clearly people have moved from Muda, but they are not coming to Azimio.
Where are they going?
They are there, like the Israelites. And we cannot allow them to wander for 40 years.
Okay.
Quickly, we must give them direction.
Okay,
and Kamwene is just one of the things that you'll be hearing. It is not meant for anybody. It's any person who thinks needs to bring, including businessmen.
Where are they going? Because they are leaving Azimio, that's the fact. They are leaving Azimio, but where are they going? They can't join Azimio. So which means the idea could be to create a space where these people dumping UDA party can actually then go and have a space they call home. So that's number three. And lastly, of course, let me just add something before I close number three. It's important that if the mountain can produce a presidential candidate, that candidate can gather 2 million votes or 3 million votes. Very important, if well packaged and well sold. And lastly, I'm sure Uhuru Kenyatta is strategically exiting politics, but he wants to thank the people of the mountain. He wants to leave them in a safe hands. Just the way he used to tell them, heri huyo mzee mwenye ana haja kuliko huyu jamaa. Right? So he wants to begin on a journey of thanking the mountain for standing with him during his rule. I don't know what you think, but that's my take. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.